Deportiva y con swing.
Deportiva y con swing.
La factoría del deporte desde New York para ti. Es una máquina.
Es una máquina
Pensada para ti.
pensada para ti. Número uno en las redes, dale like y compartir.
Con informaciones importantes siempre frescas.
Y con entrevistas que te ponen de cabeza.
Lo mejor del deporte lo encontrarás aquí.
Búscale en las redes, dale like y compartir.
Suscríbete.
I'm honestly kind of new to everything myself. You know, since I've been here, it's been a lot of COVID, and I haven't really got to experience the full LA. So I'm actually kind of learning and doing this for the first time, just like everyone else is. So I'm just gonna sit back and kind of enjoy what goes on. I have no idea how LA really does these type of events, so this will be my first time.
What does it mean to be with Trey in the starting lineup and know as Dodgers you guys will be on the field, and then having Kershaw named today as the starter?
You know, it's just shows that, you know, we have a really good team. You know, we're playing really well, and it's not by accident. And you know, having Kershaw on the bump for him, I'm just super pumped to see him go out there, see the ovation and everything that he definitely deserves. And you know, I'm just excited for this whole weekend or week, whatever.
With the way the Dodgers are playing right now in the half, get a breath, come back the second half. Are you excited about the potential of this team just continuing to put together, you know, the type of pitching outings you guys have been able to have and the offense coming together?
Yeah, I mean, you know, we're just playing the game how we know how to play the game. I don't think it's anything different that we have to try and do. It's just we just keep doing the same thing and just let the chips fall where they may.
What's on the red carpet? What are you wearing?
I can't disclose that yet, probably because I don't know just yet.
How special is it for you? How special is it for you just to be here at Dodger Stadium, being a member of the Dodgers, and also as they celebrate Jackie Robinson's 75th anniversary of that?
I'm just, you know, super special. You know, all his whole legacy and everything he meant to the Dodgers. I mean, you just, you know, me being that's the reason why I can wear the uniform I'm wearing now, and you know, it's just super special just to be a part of an All-Star game in general. But you know, being in your backyard is definitely something that I'm curious to see.
Have you thought about just with the fans, anticipation of fans, especially being here at Dodger Stadium and all of the fanfare that's going on here?
You know, I haven't thought that much about it because I think I'm on the fan side. You know, like I said, I haven't really gotten to experience events like this in LA. So this is really my first one, and so I'm just gonna be a fan as well.
Just a few moments ago, Clayton Kershaw was officially announced as the starter for this game.
Yep.
Talk about how special that is for your team, man, and everything he's done in his career to finally be starting this game.
You know, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer, man, and just to see him, they know the guy he is in the clubhouse, the guy he is on the field. You know, you just can't. It's good for him to get this. He deserves this, and you know, I'm a fan of Clayton Kershaw, and I'm going to be fanboying when he runs out on the field, just like everyone else is.
You're very familiar with the stage of the All-Star game, but to be here and be playing in front of your home fans tomorrow night, how different will that be than the others?
I don't know. You know, I don't know. This will be the only time we'll tell. You know, but I'm definitely super excited to go out in front of the home crowd and see how everything plays out. What up?
This is the first time you've done this exercise without wearing a Red Sox
I know,
uniform, right?
yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it feels weird, if you feel different. I know it's been like 3 years.
Yeah.
But
No, I mean it feels the same. You know, the uniform may have changed, but you know, it still is the same thing. You know, it's an honor and a blessing to be an All-Star. You know, so I'm just blessed to be here.
well, the big difference is that we aren't asking you about what you're going to do like next year, right?
Yeah, right.
I
Yeah.
mean, that's what these things a lot of times are.
That's kind of what they turn into. But you know, we're that's one stage in life that we're past now.
Mookie, what's it like to play with so many of your teammates in this game? What does that mean to you?
You know, it's super cool. You know, that shows you like we have a really good team. You know, and we're playing really well. We're playing. That's why we're so hard to beat because you know we're all playing well. But there's some other guys on our team that aren't here that you know, are very deserving of being here as well. And so that just shows you that, like I said, we have a really really good team.
What's it like to look over and see guys that you normally play against and now you're facing?
It's fun. You know, it's fun. You know, I think sometimes it's good to kind of put your differences aside and be on the same team. nothing, not that anything's going on between anybody, but you know, obviously when you're competing against someone, it's completely different than when you're with someone.
Mookie, you may be a little more comfortable being one of the faces of the game and of this game and being outgoing and showing your personality than you were when you were in Boston.
Yeah, I mean, I'm older, you know, I'm older and a little more mature. I mean, I'm in a different place in life. So I mean, it's a little easier now. You know, when you're younger and just trying to find your way in, you know, you kind of have to be quiet. But you know, as you get a little older and you get a little notoriety and whatnot, then it's a little easier to kind of speak up.
How much did it mean to you? I know you did the narration for the Jackie Robinson video the MLB put out. How much did that mean to you to be such a big part?
I mean, a lot. You know, I mean, he's the reason why we are where we are now, or where I am now, and so anything like that that I can do, I definitely want to do, just to spread awareness. Obviously everybody knows, but you know, you can't really know enough.
No Dodger representatives in the home run derby, but if you had to pick a teammate that would have done the best, what would it be?
A teammate that would have done the best. I would probably say either Muntz or Will Smith. I think one of them would have probably done the best in it. I would probably have to go with Muntz.
Is it true they asked you to do it and you turned it down?
Yeah, I mean, I have no business trying to hit home runs against Pete Alonso. I mean that's just a loss.
You talked about, I remember a few years ago, you talked about sort of being, like, to Chris's point, of being a leader, and when David left. And you look back to how far you've come in that respect. Like you said, you're older. Could you feel like the dramatic difference?
Not right now. I mean, because it just kind of happened over time. It didn't just overnight happen. But you know, I definitely understand why David thought the way he did, talked the way he did, just kind of how he moved. I definitely understand it more now. I'm not saying I'm to that level, but I do understand why he was able to, you know, vocalize himself, show up and be himself, really. And it once you get to a point, like, you just have to be yourself. It's hard to fake it. You know, life changes. You know, you have kids and all those type of things. You know, life changes, and so you just kind of change with it.
How important in Boston is to have somebody like that?
I think it's very, very important, just to show you, for someone to show you like how to properly do those type of things. I mean, there's sometimes you can overdo it, you know, be too loud, be too obnoxious, be too flashy, and those type of things. But you just got to do it to your personality, and I think he definitely showed that for sure.
Mookie, was there anything about Boston, just the fishbowl environment it is, that maybe made it harder for you to show your personality or be a leader? I mean, out here in LA, you're a star amongst many stars,
right.
Entertainment and all these different fields. Where in Boston, it's a fishbowl.
It is. It's a small city. All eyes are on you right there, and. But no, I think I was just in a different place in life. You know, I was just young and like I said, trying to find my way, trying to get to that point. But there's no fast track. You know, you just have to kind of go through all the experiences in those things, and once you get there, then you know, if I was still there and I'm at the point now I'm at now, I probably would be more like David. You know, more outspoken, more, you know, laughing, joking, and whatnot. But you know, I'm not in. So, but I am in that stage, you know, and so that's just showing now.
You see Xander.
I'm curious what you think the league or Rob could do to better promote players, because there's obviously a lot of all-stars in baseball.
Yeah, I think just got to reach out to different networks and different people. You know, I think there's a lot of promotion that goes to people that already know who we are, but. You know, that's a whole different topic that I'm not sure I really want to get into right now. But there's different. After the break, well, let's get through all this, and we can figure that out. But you know, I mean, there's definitely a way, but it's not my job to figure that out. That's his.
Talk about leadership. I know it was 2 years ago, but could you see Xander sort of evolving into that guy?
I think he already is. You know, he just may not be the vocal guy, but. I think he already is. He already sets the example. He plays the game the right way. Obviously, a really, really good player. I think people just have to understand who he is and not try and make him someone else. You know, he's not going to be that guy that goes. He's not David. You know, he's the guy that just plays, shows up every day, plays the game hard. You know, he laughs and he plays around and whatnot, but he's just not the same person as David Ortiz or Dustin Pedroia.
I know I asked this before, but I'll ask one last time. Is there any advice you would give those guys? I mean, they're in sort of this contractual weird place.
Yeah.
Is there any advice you would give them?
Oh man, just they got to do what you want to do. You know, and, don't let anybody force you to do anything that you don't want to do. It's just you do what you want to do what's best for your family. There's no right or wrong. You know, there's just a decision you make, and then you live with that decision.
Do you still talk to Bogey and Rafi?
All of them. I talk to all of them all the time. Yeah, we FaceTime. We do everything. You know, we're still that crew. We were actually genuine good friends. You know, I think that those relationships are going to last forever. Like I said, we still talk and text, and still talk to Cora, still talk to JD at nights. You know, so those are bonds and brotherhoods that won't ever, I don't think, ever go away.
Then is it weird for you? I know Benny's here too on the other side.
Yeah.
Is it weird for you to think like, okay, 2018, win the World Series here in Dodger Stadium. You're not on that team anymore. Benny's not on that team anymore. Jackie left. Now he's back. And now Bogart's endeavors could go. I mean, I think nobody really thought with that young core that 4 years later everybody could be gone.
Yeah, I mean, but you know, it's the part of the business. You know, that's there's no way around that. You know, and it is what it is. You know, you enjoy the time while you're there, and as time goes, things change and people change, but you just still remember the bonds and relationships that you created because those will last forever.
Mookie, switching to Dodgers, you guys had 6 All-Stars on this team, but arguably Gavin, Will, even Julio should be maybe on this team, giving you 9. What do you say to those young guys who maybe didn't make it, but arguably have the numbers?
Oh, nothing. Just can't do anything different. You know, there's no sense in getting mad about it. You know, and just got to go play. You know, got to continue to play. We play the game to win World Series and not necessarily make All-Star games. Even though All-Star games are cool, very, you know, good accolades to have. You know, it's a blessing to be here. But also, it's more important to win a World Series.
Obviously your sneaker game is on point. Can you give me your top 5 favorite sneakers?
Man, they would all be Jordans. I mean, really, you can just pick them. I don't necessarily. I'm not like a huge shoe connoisseur of you know, if you wanted to say that, but they would definitely be all Jordans for sure.
Favorite silhouette? Like what?
I would say probably just the ones. You know, just some ones, man. I think they go with anything.
Do you want to declare LA's better than Boston in front of all these national people? Do you want to declare LA's better than Boston right now?
I don't necessarily. I don't know if I want to go down that route, but LA is definitely home for me. Home, and I'm going to be here for a long time.
Mookie, I know All-Star games are great for even guys of your caliber. Other players in other leagues have always said that the best part of it is getting to be in the same locker room or clubhouse with other great players. Is there a couple of guys that you're looking forward to being on the same team, at least for a day?
You know, it's tough to just point out one or two. I think it's just really all of them. You know, all of them are here for a reason. You can kind of talk to them all and pick their brains about different things and can get a lot of different perspectives. So I think it's tough to say just one or two, but it's, you know, all of them for sure, and I'll talk to at some point.
What makes it so special, that fraternity, that clubhouse, that All-Star?
You know, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just that you're amongst the best of the best, and they're all in one place instead of you know, looking across, not being able to talk to them, or you're trying to compete with them. Now you're on the same side, and I think just that feeling being on the same side is probably what makes it special.
Do you have a pick for somebody to hit in the home run derby, not only to win it, but who has the best chance of putting one on the pavilion roof?
That's a great question. I mean, I would probably say Pete for sure. Vladdy's in it, right?
No, he's not.
No, he didn't do it. So, definitely, yeah. He'll run into a couple that'll go up there. I don't even remember all the people that are in there, but I know for sure. he'll run into a couple that. I mean, pretty much everybody has a chance to hit it up there. That's the reason why I didn't do it, because I don't have a chance to hit it up there.
Mookie, how different is the league today than when you came on the scene?
You know, it's just a lot younger. It's a lot younger. Obviously, everybody was talented then, but it's crazy the amount of talent now. Everybody wasn't throwing 98 then, and now just about everybody's throwing 98 now, and it's just there's a lot of differences. But you know, the game has changed and evolved just like we all have, and you just have to figure out a way to evolve with it.
Mookie, I work for House of Highlights, very basketball oriented. I know the answer to this question, but I'm still going to ask it.
Okay.
What's more exciting, the home run derby or the NBA slam dunk contest?
Well, I'm gonna be biased. I got to go with the home run derby.
Okay.
It's definitely more exciting, even though the dunk contest is very exciting. I think the home run contest or home run derby is more exciting, just because it's hard to hit home runs, you know, and to hit it at the rate that they hit it in 2 minutes, that's a lot of swings, and it's just a lot going on in a short amount of time.
I know you play a lot of other sports besides baseball. If you weren't a pro baseball player, what would you go pro in?
Probably the obvious, which is bowling. I'd probably be a bowler. That's definitely probably my number 2 sport.
Thanks, Mookie.
Right.
Okay, what advice would you NBA, former NBA player myself, would say disappointing that the slam dunk contest is not one of their favorites, seeing that dunking is a little bit harder than hitting the home run.
Nah, I disagree.
You got to jump up there 10 feet, you know what I mean? But how do you feel about the comparison of the two when you're talking about the NBA culture and you're talking about the MLB culture? How does the integrity stay intact with all the talent and the youngness?
You know, I think that's the thing to kind of figure out. You know, I know culture is just different in general. You know, there's just a lot more diverse in the NBA than in the MLB. So that definitely brings a whole element to the dunk contest, to the All-Star game, that you can't really do anything about. You know, culture is culture. You know, and I understand that. And that culture is not in the MLB, and you just kind of got to live with it. You know, it is what it is. But you know, it's something that it will take time to change. But you know, hey, it is what it is. I'm just here so I can enjoy this. I don't know that there isn't I mean, the adjustment is you just got to accept it. You know, there's nobody that can do what he's doing. Nobody that can really come up and replicate what he's doing. So you really just gotta kind of sit back and enjoy it. You know, enjoy while he's here.
We love a person from Taiwan. Many cases in Taiwan they love baseball, and you got the All-Star guys. Can I have your some words to the case in Taiwan?
Just to continue to follow your dreams, because dreams do come true. Never give up. I know that's easy to say, never give up, but I truly mean it. Never give up, because as soon as you stop, that could be the time that you're about to be successful. So just continue to follow your dreams.
Okay, what advice would you give to Juan Soto, what he's going through right now and possibly being traded? And do you think where he ends up could kind of tip the scales of, like, you going to the Dodgers last year, put them over the top? If he goes to your team or the Yankees or San Diego, you think he's that much of a difference maker that he could be the final piece?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. He can be the final piece for any team that's kind of good, you know. But you know, for him, man, there is no advice. You know, he's gonna do what's best for him. There's nobody here can tell him what's best for him other than him, you know. And so I think you just gotta sit back and let him do his thing. If he wants to turn down that, and let him turn down that. If he wants to accept it, let him accept it. But it's not for anybody else to decide. It's not for anybody else to criticize what he wants to do.
I hope he goes to the American League if he doesn't go to your team.
Hey man, it doesn't matter. We got to throw a ball over the plate, and hopefully he doesn't hit it. So either way, we got to go through him.
You got JD, Xander, and Devers in the All-Star game. How much do you keep up with the Red Sox players you were with, and who were you tightest with in Boston?
I keep up with all of them. I still talk to all of them. We still FaceTime and do everything together. So, I mean, we're still friends. You know, it's not like once I left, you know, those bonds and friendships went away, you know. You know, like I said, I hit with Benny in the off season. I mean, those things are memories and friendships that never go away, even though we wear different uniforms.
Do you get tired of the Boston questions? I know you get it a lot.
Yeah. I mean, that was 3-4 years ago. It's kind of done and over with. You know, I'm in a different space in life, different place, and you know, I just like to enjoy being where I'm at.
How does the culture improve? How does the culture improve more? You talk about just having more diversity, more opportunities for Black American baseball players to be able to get into the major leagues and be able to showcase their talent like yourself and so many others.
You know, I think that's the $1 million question that we're trying to figure out. You know, there's the Players Alliance is definitely doing a good job, but it's going to take a lot more than just the Players Alliance. You know, I have to continue to do my part, maybe even do more. You know, just there has to be some faces there for those kids to see, and then you know, there's a laundry list of things I'm sure that we can go over, but I think just having people that look like them, you know, I think that's the most important thing.
Is it more like marketing as far as being able to market certain players?
That I don't know. It could be that. You know, it could be, you know, funds. It could be a number of things. But if there's no one that looks like you, and then I don't want to really go do something like that. You know, I think we just have to do better with that. And but how to fix that, I don't know.
I know you had a lot of respect for Clayton facing him, but now that you're his teammate, is there a different level of appreciation for kind of what he's accomplished in his career?
Yeah, for sure. When I first got here, that's when I really appreciated it. Now he's just a friend, you know, that I know he's a Hall of Famer and everything, but I don't treat him that way. I just treat him like Kershaw, you know. But when I first got here, definitely seeing him work, seeing his intensity, seeing all those things, I definitely appreciated that, and I understood why he is who he is.
How happy are you that he's getting this honor of starting in the ballpark?
I'm super happy, man, because he deserves it. You know, he deserves everything coming his way. The guy he is on the field, the guy he is off the field, he's just a great dude, man. And so, you know, like I said, he just deserves everything that comes his way.
Mookie, I know you have faced Shohei Ohtani in the past, and you might be facing him tomorrow. What's your impression of him? And if you pick one, what pitch would be his best pitch of Shohei Ohtani?
Yeah, no, he's great. I mean, that's I don't know. He may be a once in a lifetime kind of player. But his pitches, I mean, they're all, I don't even know. He throws 100, you know, his slider, I don't know. You just get up there and just try and get out of the box as fast as possible.
Fastball or slider?
I would probably say his fastball. His fastball is probably the best pitch.
Mookie,
Gotcha.
Shift or no shift?
I'm going to go with no shift. I don't have an answer for that. You just said this or that. I didn't know I had to answer why.
All right, commissioner for a day. What are you changing?
Commissioner for a day.
I know you've thought about this over a bowl of cereal.
I have never thought about this. No, if I was commissioner for a day, I would change the shift. There you go.
You've been on this stage before. This one feels a little different because of how many guys from your team are in it, because of Kershaw, because you're at home?
I think it's mostly just because I'm at home. You know, those guys that that are on my team, you know, they've been all-stars. Most of them have been all-stars before. A couple haven't. So I've kind of seen them and been around them before, but definitely Kershaw starting this all-star game is different. Being at home is different. You know, like I said, I'm just super excited to see all the festivities that kind of go on because this is my first time being in LA with a huge event like this.
Do you get to enjoy this game a little, or do you still have to sort of put on your game face because, you know, you have to step up, you're competing against the best in the world?
I think you have to still put your game face on because you're still competing against the best in the world, but there's a balance. You have to enjoy it as well because you don't want to you don't want to get upset about anything or whatever. You know, you want to really enjoy it, but you know, also turn on a little intensity to play the game as well.
Lastly, Dodgers have plenty of rivalries, especially the Padres, Giants. There's going to be Giants and Padres in the locker room using your stuff. Does that feel weird?
No. I don't care anything about that.
Hey Mookie, how you doing?
All right.
MLB.com.
How you doing?
Jay Gamble. How you feel? You know, being out here. We have, I think, eight MLB pros playing in the All-Star game this year. Just, you know, a quick opinion on that and where we're at with baseball, because I did interview you, I think, 3 or 4 years ago, and the numbers were much lower then.
Yeah, it's growing. It's growing slowly, but surely. We just have to continue doing our part, putting ourselves in the right position to succeed, giving ourselves the right opportunities. I know there's a couple of brothers that got drafted early yesterday as well. So, like I said, we're on the right track. It's just gonna take more and more, but we got to start somewhere.
Thank you. Here you go, man. It's MLB Bro.
Thank you, man.
You. We're at your leisure.
All right, thank you.
All right, hold up for me.
All right.
Thank you, brother.
Yes, sir. All right, man.
Mookie, I know you get tired of the Boston question. It's just we miss you so much. For real, no, we do. But just, can you imagine the Red Sox without Bogey? I mean, he's been there so long, since 2013. Is that hard to imagine Bogey not being a Red Sox?
Yeah. But you know, it was hard for me to imagine that I wasn't a Red Sox either. You know, it's part of it. You know, I think we have to kind of get over the emotions of those type of things and start focusing, or not focusing, but thinking about the business side, because you know, that's what the front offices do. You know, it's a business for them. You know, and so it has to be a business for everyone. Even though emotions are definitely tied in it, you know, that's not you can't, you know, take them completely out, but you do have to think on both sides.
You said you know, it was a time you couldn't envision leaving.
Mm-hmm.
I know stuff shifted for you during the pandemic. I think, you know, sort of the big question for a lot of folks back in Boston still is the deal you signed with the Dodgers. Is that one you want to take with the Red Sox?
Absolutely. I just didn't get it, you know, and you know, I can't. That's the argument, you know. I didn't get it, you know. So that's why I am where I am.
I'm sure you've been asked a lot about Jackie Robinson, and I hate to bring that up again, because I'm sure you've answered that question 100 times. But what did it mean to be involved in that film, and what does his legacy mean?
I mean, his legacy obviously means everything, because I wouldn't be where I am now. And being a part of that film is me trying to give, you know, there's no way I could ever repay him for what, you know, what he did for all of us. But, you know, this is one drop in the bucket that I could do, and that I was super happy to do as well. Right.
Mookie, what's your favorite part about All-Star Weekend, playing with 5 other teammates as well?
I think just being here, you know, being amongst all the guys. You know, you see the guys that are the best of the best on other teams, and you know, sharing the field with them is, you know, it's just a blessing. You know, you get to talk to them and just enjoy being with them for a day.
And what do you got for the home run jersey?
I would probably say Pete. I mean, it's just hard for me to go against him. Yeah, I would say that for sure.
Can you give a message to David Ortiz for his induction to the Hall of Fame? He said that
you're
like a son.
Yeah. Big Papi, I love you, bro. Big bro. You deserve everything. Thank you for everything that you've done for me. And if there's anything you ever need, I'm here.
Thank you.
All right.
I'm coming from France, covering the All-Star game. What do you think about baseball going globally? Like MLB has played already in London, maybe they come to Paris. Do you think you will take part of it, and what do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, I think just growing the game is something that needs to happen. I think for everyone, and you know, if I have to go to Paris, I'll be gladly to go to Paris and play some. Yeah, I want to go play some baseball in Paris. Let's do it.
Yeah. Hey, Mookie, speaking about a global sport, soccer World Cup's coming up this year. Are you a soccer fan, and can you watch?
I am not much of a soccer fan. I you know, watch, understand, and whatnot, but I'm not a huge soccer fan, so I can't say I watch someone.
Keep baseball.
Yeah, basically, exactly.
How neat is it to have this here in LA?
It's super neat. You know, like I said, man, it's just the backyard. It's the first for me, first event for me like this in LA, because it's been COVID. So, you know, I'm a fan just like everyone else is.
Speaking of being a fan of like everyone else, how cool is it to see Clayton get the nod to start the game?
Yeah, it's super cool, man. He deserves it. He deserves it. And so I'll be fanboying just like everyone else is.
Speaking of fanboying, is it weird when some of these guys come up to you and they're fanboying on you? You know,
Yeah.
it's like, oh man, like
Yeah.
that's Mookie Betts. Is that weird for you now?
Yeah, it's super weird. But you know, it just shows that I've done something well. I just kind of take it that way and you know, just embrace it. You know, I used to try and push it off and whatnot, but now you just kind of embrace it. And you know, I'm just, like I said, I'm just in a different place in life where I just embrace things that are coming my way.
Yo, since you've been here, you guys have won a World Series, the Lakers have won, the Rams have won. How quickly does a bond form? I mean, do you guys cross paths?
We don't, it's hard. It's kind of tough to cross paths. LA is so big, and there's so many pockets of where people live and different seasons. It's just kind of hard to cross paths with everyone. But whenever you do, you definitely do make sure that you say what up, and you know, kind of exchange numbers or whatever. But you know, it's just kind of hard to catch up with everyone.
But you've gone to some of their games. You've gone to like the Rams game, Lakers game. I mean, how quickly did you become like Los Angeles? You're like part of.
You know, I'm just a sports fan in general, so it wouldn't have really mattered what city I was in. I would go to those games. You know, now that I'm here, I think probably when I, you know, signed and now I'm here, it's probably when I wanted to become, you know, more involved in everything going on. But like I said, COVID was going on, so I didn't really get to do any of those things like you're saying. And so now this is my first time really getting to get out and do these type of things.
What does it mean when you share this with Albert Pujols and Miguel Cabrera? What does it mean to you younger guys?
It's, you know, these are the guys that we saw growing up, and you know, it means a lot to be able to share the field with them. Sharing the clubhouse with Pujols was definitely super cool. I learned a lot. And now being a part of this All-Star game with him and Miggy definitely is a blessing. You know, I was able to talk to Miggy on the other side when I was an All-Star, and you know, just seeing their work, their point of views about the game, the maturity and those things just taught me a lot.
For all the kids who like look up to Mookie Betts, what's the best advice that you've ever gotten, and what's the best advice you give kids who look up to Mookie Betts?
Probably the best advice I've gotten is, I know it's super cliche, but just follow your dreams. You know, there's no quick way to get to where I am or you are or whoever. You know, nobody got to where they were overnight. It just takes effort every day. If you have a dream, you have to do everything you can to achieve it. Other than that, you're gonna fall short.
I talked to Dusty Baker a little bit about this. The 8 African-American All-Stars, the African-Americans drafted yesterday. What does it mean about growing the game of baseball to see that? Did you notice?
Yeah, I definitely noticed. You know, we're heading in the right direction as far as bringing culture to the game. It's obviously going to take a lot more, but you know, it's you got to take baby steps. You know, like I said, it's not going to happen overnight, but you know, gradual baby steps, you'll eventually get there.
In 2004, I was at the Houston Chronicle and I did a column on Carl Crawford.
Yep.
And he talked about growing up in Houston, and how kids in his neighborhood were like, black kids don't play baseball.
Yep.
And Crawford's like, no, we do.
Yep.
And his kid got drafted.
Yeah.
So in 18 years, how are we growing the black baseball player to show people that black people star in this game?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I think it's just seeing more faces, you know, more faces come up, you know, come and show out in the big leagues. You know, I think that's how you continue to grow it, you know, and CC was definitely one of those names that came up, showed out, and was able to grow the game. He did his part, you know, and now it's our turn to do our part.
Mookie, I'd like you to talk a little bit about the responsibility that baseball has to the community, especially now with what we've gone through the last couple of years.
You know, it's very, I think what we have to understand is baseball, not everybody's going to make it to the big leagues, but people can go to college, people can learn life through the game of baseball. You know, people can just get off the streets, you know, and those type of things. And so baseball is not just either big leagues or nothing. You know, it could be an avenue to become a lawyer. It could be an avenue to become whatever you want, but you just got to give it a chance.
And I'd like you to also talk about not only playing in this game, but playing in this game with the team in its own home ballpark. That is amazing.
Yeah, that's amazing. You know, I'm just blessed to be here, and you know, I'm happy. I'm just gonna sit back and fanboy just like everyone else is, because this is I'm sure it's gonna be a lot of fun.
You have more teammates on this club than anybody else, and that's kind of amazing in itself. That just goes to show the kind of yield that you as a team are having.
Yeah, we're having a really good year. There's a couple guys that could have been here as well. So we have a lot of guys that could have been here, and it just show, like you said, it shows we have a really good ball club.
You guys are both names of the team. So Trey made a point of saying, like, beyond just the player that you are, that you're a special person. What does that sort of mean to you, and where did that sort of like come from for you? Like just really young, early on with the Red Sox, like that just being a good teammate.
I don't know. I just be myself, and that's the easiest way to navigate life. Just be yourself, not having to put on a face and whatnot. I mean, I got genuine love for everybody in that clubhouse, and so everything I do is not just because you're a teammate of mine, it's because you're a brother of mine, and so that's kind of how I view things.
Are there any lessons that you learned from early on in Boston, just from whether it be Dave Ortiz of Pedroia, just that you've been able to pass on now that you're 29 and you've been multiple times?
It's kind of tough. I was in a different spot then. I was young and I was the one learning, and obviously teaching techniques are different for different people. I don't know that I'm trying to teach or do anything. I just want to be myself, man. And if someone learns from that, cool. If not, that's fine too. But I'm just going to continue to be myself and enjoy the game, enjoy the time you're here.
Have you always sort of been like in that kind of mindset, like don't like confidence in yourself, being yourself, or is that something you sort of like learn over time?
I think it's definitely something you learn over time, because you don't know. Like when you're young, it's kind of hard to be yourself. You have to perform. You're dead set on performing, and you have this microscope that everyone watching you perform, and you have to get your numbers, trying to sign a contract, those type of things. And so that's a part of it. Everyone goes through it. But once you get on the other side, then it's a little easier to become yourself and just sit back and enjoy the game.
Is it safe to say that then that's sort of settled in a little bit more now since you signed that contract here, since you feel more comfortable with it?
Yeah, for sure, definitely. It's a lot easier to just like you said, be myself and enjoy all the moments, for at least the next 10, 12 years.
You're going to be back in the first inning tomorrow. What are the challenges for a hitter at 5 o'clock at Dodger Stadium?
I don't remember. I don't remember. I'm sure when we get there, I'll kind of be able to answer that. But it is what it is. Everybody has a hit at that time.
Is there, I mean, you've done it though before. It's picking up spin.
I kind of don't. I really don't remember. We don't play very many 5 o'clock games, so it's kind of hard to say. But I would imagine if there's shadows, it's probably gonna be hard to pick up spin.
Mookie Clayton often talked about not wanting the sentimentality part of starting this. He wanted to earn this. Just talk about how he earned this honor.
Yeah, he definitely earned it. Kershaw has pitched great this year, pretty much every year, and so he's definitely earned this, and I'm happy for him, man. I'll be a fan just like everyone else there.
She's gonna ask you a question.
Oh, okay.
This is
Let's do it.
Stephanie, our
How are you,
chef
Stephanie?
Just remember the mic when he's talking.
All right, let's do it.
I want to start off. I'm your biggest fan.
Oh, thank you,
I love
Stephanie.
you. So, what's your favorite thing about baseball?
Ooh, favorite thing about baseball. I would say the life lessons that I learned in baseball. I know it's kind of deep and hard to understand, but one day you'll understand what I'm saying. But just the life lessons that you learn in baseball of how to keep your composure, that getting mad doesn't make anything better. Those type of things is probably my favorite thing.
How do you feel having the All-Star game in your hometown, LA?
It's gonna be a lot of fun. This is This is really my first event that in LA, because I've been here with COVID, so I haven't been able to do really anything, and so I'll be experiencing this for the first time, just like you are.
About the changes, what does it give you, like confidence? What does it give you, your change?
I would say just maybe a little swag. I don't know if it gives me confidence, but it definitely, I feel like it looks good. So if it looks good, I guess I feel pretty good.
What's your pregame meal?
Ooh, that changes pretty much every day, depending on how I do in the game before. So it could be anything from a bowl of fruit to a burger, you know, anything.
Why did you choose right field? Like, how do you feel playing right field?
I did not choose right field. I was put in right field, and you know, I just went wherever they told me, and wherever I was on the field, I was going to try and be the best player in that position, and I just worked hard, and it just stuck.
I'm going to say you're really good at right field.
Thank you. All right. Nice to meet you, Steph.
How do you feel in this first event with Dodgers, like All-Star game?
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I think there's gonna be a lot going on, a lot of people in attendance. So it'll be fun. Yeah. Yep. Este es el juego de estrellas. And then the camera. Yo soy Mookie Betts y este es el juego de estrellas. Close. Sorry.
You like to speak Spanish?
No, I don't know how to roll my tongue, but I like speaking Spanish though.
Have you talked to Julio?
Urias? Yeah, he has to teach me a little more how to roll my tongue, but yeah, I talk to him some.
Like what?
Huh?
Like what?
Oh, just anything, everything. Yeah, everything. Yeah.
Hard-hitting question. How do you hit the ball good?
That is a hard-hitting question. A lot of it's just natural. a lot of it's just natural ability, God-given ability. And then obviously you get taught some, but most of it is just natural, God-given ability.
Thank you.
Two questions for you. If you could only choose a Disney song as your walk-up song, what would it be and why?
Woo! Disney song. I would say Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, because that's what Kinley loves.
Okay, last question. If you had to be stuck in an elevator for a whole day with someone on the team, who would you not want it to be and why?
On our team, who do I not want it to be? Let's see. I would probably not want it to be. Oh, that's a great question. Stuck. Oh, Muntz. He hates elevators. I think he got stuck on it and hated it. So I'll just say Muntz.
Perfect.
There you go.
You've already had some big moments here with the Dodgers. Where do you think being out in right field tomorrow, getting the ovation from the home fans is going to rank for you?
You know, very super high. I don't know if it'll be number one. I you know, kind of got to get there and see. But you know, I'm more curious to watch the ovation for Kershaw. You know, I think that would be the thing that, you know, I take the most.
And you've already been so well received by the fans since you came in 2020. What does it mean to be able to perform in front of a home crowd and it's all awesome?
It'll mean a lot. You know, this is my first time for me, and so, you know, I don't know. You know, I just got to kind of get through it and experience it, and then I'll probably be able to answer those questions better.
You mentioned Kershaw's reactions. Do you remember what your first impressions were of him when you met him and became his teammate? Was he kind of what you expected as a your player person? Was it different?
You know, I really didn't know what to expect. It seems like he's so intense. So, you know, I guess I kind of expected a tense personality, but he's not that, you know, not on his start day at least. On his start day, he definitely does lock in and focus. And I think that's why he is who he is. But on his non-pitching days, he's just a silly dude that just likes to laugh, joke, play, just like every other kid, you know. And so, you know, that's definitely two extremes, but I definitely understand why as well. His extremes, yes. Other people, I've seen it, and it's not so extreme, but Kershaw is like, he likes to play. He loves to play and have fun and just pick up a ball and bounce a ball and those type of things. And so, you know, it definitely is surprising for sure, the extremes, but I definitely understand why as well.
Mookie, you're going to get the chance to share the clubhouse with a couple Padres guys. Obviously, when you guys are playing, it's not so friendly, but are you excited about the opportunity to get to know them a little bit more? Manny, Joe, and Jake, that is.
It's friendly for me. You know, those are some friends of mine. So you know, maybe the rivalry is with the fans, but those guys are friends of mine. Even though you do compete against each other on the field, that doesn't mean you can't be boys with them. You know, and so you know, I talk to them while I'm playing during the game. You know, while I'm on bases, and so I'll get to talk to them now the same way.
Talking about Joe Musgrove's year thus far, had an argument to start the game, maybe even a couple weeks ago. How has it been watching him develop down the road?
I didn't really know him much, you know, especially early on. This is really my second year really getting to see him. But, you know, he's obviously been a great pitcher. I mean, he's been great. He's deserved everything that he's gotten, you know, and so he's having another great year. And we'll see how it all unfolds, but he's definitely been doing an amazing job.
Is Manny Machado a good chat if you're at third base with him?
Yeah, I mean, I talk to Manny all the time. You know, we're Team Jordan together, so there's been many talks even, you know, in Baltimore. We go all the way back to Baltimore, so there's I've been talking to him for a long time.
Joe Kelly has a question.
Oh my gosh. Thank you.
Last one, guys. How did you fall in love with baseball?
How did I fall in love with baseball? It took me a while to fall in love with baseball. I didn't really enjoy baseball that much until I got a little older, and that was like my only sport that I could play because I wanted to play basketball. But you know, I fell in love with it when I told myself I really wanted to be good at it, and that's I think that's the best way to be good at something is really to dive and fall in love with it.
Thank you.
Gotcha. Thank you, sir. Good to see you, bro.
Atención fanáticos del Perlantillado, llegando ya la carrera estelar entre los programas deportivos. En la casilla número 1, Héctor Gómez. Le sigue en la casilla número 2, Tenchi Rodríguez. En la casilla número 3, Franklin Mirabal. Y en la casilla número 4, la máquina deportiva de Odiel Batista. Todo listo, fanático, a correr, fanático, sale la delantera, Héctor Gómez, seguido por Franklin Mirabal, Franklin Mirabal, llegando casi al segundo lugar la máquina deportiva de Odiel Batista, cuidado que Tenchi Rodríguez está en segundo lugar, apretando, se adueña del tercer lugar Franklin Mirabal, seguido por Héctor Gómez, que está puntica, caco con Franklin Mirabal, Tenchi Rodríguez está perdiendo velocidad, la máquina deportiva ya está en segundo lugar, ampliando, ya llegando a la curva de la Paraguay, la máquina deportiva, Franklin Mirabal, la máquina deportiva, Franklin Mirabal está caco, llegando a la recta final, Franklin Mirabal está por sacar la delantera, pero Odiel Batista no se lo permite, la máquina deportiva, Odiel Batista, Franklin Mirabal, Odiel Batista, Franklin Mirabal, Odiel Batista, Odiel Batista, y es la máquina deportiva, amigos fanáticos, que se lleva la victoria en esta carrera por los programas deportivos. Felicidades para el ejemplar Odiel Batista montando la yegua a la máquina deportiva. Buenas tardes desde la Perlantillada.